That's hit a cow.
Well, I can't see that, but it
That's a
feels
little
good.
bit right.
Is that pin eye? So I am, my ball speed there was 101. 100 miles an hour ball speed, and I reckon that is pin eye. Hard to see it in the sun, isn't it?
Oh, that's pin eye. 101. Ooh.
So look at this, amazing. We are both like pin eye of each other, obviously, because the ball speeds were very similar. Matt, I flew mine a little further because the spin was a little less. We're out on the course looking at GC3.
Ooh.
It's called different things in different places, I think. So I'm pretty sure in America it's got Bushnell connected to it, but over here we seem to be calling it FORESIGHT Sports GC3, but I don't know about all of that politicsy stuff. So this is like the quad that you see in our videos. We're going to review it. This is like $5 grand or $6 grand, and it's a lot of money. So this video, it's for pros who are thinking of getting their first launch monitor. Oh, what? It's for amateurs who are looking for home sims. And I get it, it's a lot of money. There'll be people out there go, oh, I'm not going to spend that, and that's fine. Just enjoy the video as something aspirational, maybe one day, or just to see what really is out there for the consumer market. GC3, who, why, what, when? So features, we've got one dotlet. So you'll see on my clubs, people often ask, I've tried to take these dots off. I keep them on for years, which is why, and I never clean them. But normally I have 4 dots for my GC quad, okay? That's giving you every parameter of the club. What this one is doing, you can use a 1 dot system. See, I've got the 1 dot up there.
Yep.
It's now going to give me, I'm going to consult the website because I'll get it wrong otherwise.
Angle attack.
Yeah,
club
path. I've got it here, club data, club speed, efficiency. So think of that as smash factor. So how much club head speed to ball speed comes out, it's just those two. Angle of attack and club path. So you don't get face direction, but think about it, you get ball direction.
So you can work out what face is.
You can, I could teach with this, and it wouldn't take long of studying a bit to be able to get a lot out of this. So in the ball, you get ball speed, launch angle, side angle, total spin, backspin, spin axis, fade or draws. So the severity of how much fade or draw you're putting on, and side spin as well. So yeah, it's
quite good, isn't it?
Like it's amazing, I think, how much they've given you.
Yeah.
Personally. So I'm going to hit a 99 1.161.
Okay.
You can use ball speed.
99. Jeez.
Oh, Matt.
Calm down. Is it downhill or something?
Nah, into the wind and everything. Downhill. Cheeky. Oh, I caught it a little clean. And it's maybe catching the right hand trap. Not bad though, front right. So
108.
Club head speed 89. Par 5 into out, but I didn't really aim it. I don't think that is 5 into out. Attack angle 4 down, efficiency 1.22 because obviously it's an iron. 108. Carried 145 because called it clean. 8,000 spin because I called it clean, so the spin went up. This club would spin more near a 7.5, 7,000 if I got my perfect strike. Like, you can see why the tour players are whacking these machines down, can't you?
Absolutely, especially when they're going from different location to different location and balls might be going further and stuff, mightn't they? They're just recalibrating.
Because it's this, isn't it? It's the simplicity of not having to connect it and what it gives you.
Yeah.
Out on the course if you were trying to build any strategies, which I get why the tour players are just totally all over this machine.
And they're getting cleverer and cleverer as well, aren't they? The guys on the TVs, like you look at Bryson, he'll know exactly what his face to path is when he's looking at that without that number looking at what his ball's doing. Like, that's as simple as it gets. It's
what club have you got?
I've got a 9.
Okay, well my ball speed...
I've got an 8.
I was going to say, my ball speed's 108.
Yeah.
I reckon a good ball speed to get that back to the pin is like 115.
Yeah, I was going to say a bit less than that, 112 maybe.
Okay. Sounded decent.
Cut a little, come on, keep cutting. That's middle to slightly short of the pin as it's right at the back. Speed 115.
Yeah.
Right on, sir.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Yeah.
you see what I mean? How dialed in you could get with this. And this is before we're going to show you indoor environments as well and what you can get. But outdoors, so powerful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and like you could do so many games with this in practice, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Getting good at, I want to hit this 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, and like play with your mates and stuff like that. That's what we used to do when we were kids at 150 sides and stuff, wasn't
absolutely.
it? But now you're like fine tuning.
And look at the side, if you just pick it up, it's smaller than quad and lighter.
It's super light.
It's obviously got a little less in it.
Super light, and yeah, super easy on and off button at the back. Charge it up, connect it to your computers and things as well, and just plonk it down. Lovely.
So that's me, short right.
Short.
What was I, 109?
109, yeah, and I'm on.
And that's what a better strike does.
Yeah.
And obviously we know this, but think about it. If you could now go on a range, we're doing on a course, you could go on a range with that machine.
Yep.
Before you start connecting it to apps or computers where you could really start to, you know, collect data over time, because you'll get sheets. But you could say, how often with this club can I hit 115 ball speed?
Yep.
Okay, and that club does it 60% of the time. I'm going to use a different club and hit it softer or harder, and work out when you get to this hole, actually I'm better off hitting a soft 8 and a hard 9, because when I hit my hard 9 I was like, you know, 115 down to 109s, but when I hit my soft 8, you know, I was like 116, 117, 114, wow. So I was always going to be dotting it around pin high, green high, middle of the green high.
Yep. It's definitely a tool that I wish I had when I was younger.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have had it when I was younger because it was too expensive. But you know what? I think someone would have. Yeah. In the club. Yeah. And I would have been able to have access to it.
There's always that one
because they're not using it all the time,
isn't there? That have got all the gadgets.
Yeah.
Are you using a chipper?
What do you reckon the spin rate is with my chipper? I wonder if it'll pick it up.
I reckon 2,000. Oh, you low hit that. So that
didn't hit it quite hard enough.
2.5.
Ball speed 900 spin.
Oh, really low. that one right there.
Try and beat 20 mile an hour. Ball speed comp. 3 balls. We'll take it in turns this time.
In turns? Wow, okay.
Who can get the fastest ball speed has to be in the course.
Oh, really?
So it's not allowed to be over the road, but it can be over by killing the greenkeeper. Shot 1, me. Who wins? Before we take it indoors and show you what it can do if you start hooking it up to computers. That's a fin. It's in the course. It's on the fairway. 158. Right out the bottom. 110 club. So I've got all 4 dots on here, so it's picking up. Well, it's getting up what you need. It's just 3/4 spin because I finned it. Is it in the course? I'm just hoping it's out of the course.
It's such a good stroke.
It's out of the course. It's out. 167 first ball. No. 117 club to my 110.
That is not in the course.
167, 1-0 to me. That's 3.
That's it, a cow. That's in play.
Is it in the course?
Yeah, it's in the trees, but it's in play. Same again, 167.
Well, 167 is higher than my fastest at the minute. Well, it's not.
You.
I had a 168, so but that was after about 40 balls and in the California heat.
167 straight out of the old car.
Straight out. That is good going, Matt.
I know.
You are quick. Quick to lose, but quick to go. Oh, not hit the middle of the fairway.
112, yeah, 159.
Yeah.
Slow.
3/4 spin. Just 2 right out the bottom.
That won't make any difference.
Just need the strike.
What did you have for breakfast?
Caramel latte.
4.5 Weetabix.
I got 2 shots right in the middle of the fairway there. You're out of bounds and in the trees, bro.
You just said in the course, so it's 1-1.
I know which one I'd rather be working on, and it's this one than your one. It's a better strike, but I've turned it.
Bit left.
Not very quick, unfortunately. 111, but look at the efficiency went up.
162. Ooh, miss it. I could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Just quickly, I want to pick up on something you just said.
Go on.
You said you'd rather be working on it longer.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's not true.
It is for me.
It's not true.
I couldn't play golf the way you play it.
Hit it like I do speed
I wouldn't. I'd be too anxious.
You'd easily straighten it up.
Yeah, but I would give up golf.
No, you wouldn't, because you would straighten it up. It's so much harder to get what I've got.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas straighten that up for you.
I think my point is more that I would rather be 3 balls in play, which I am, than 1 ball out of the course and 1 in the trees, which is when we go up there and show them, your 1 in the trees won't be further than my ones.
That's why David Howe's on tour and you weren't at the time. Though,
my tour's way better than that tour. DP World Tour's almost over, isn't it?
Yeah, but now at your age, you would just get signed on the live because you're a has-been. So
162 in the course.
162 in course. Okay. Be some speed about it. Oh, what were you?
164. You've won by 2 miles an hour.
That's in the course, but it's an awful shot. That was a complete dipper. 1-6 spin. Maybe
we should try and finish these 3 shots.
No. I've won 2-1.
Hang on. He's picking that up.
I can still finish this hole. It's in
100 yards past.
It was 2 miles an hour quicker than yours.
My 2 fins up there.
This tree, you just slowed it down.
Where's the other one? One's in Cowland, and where's the other one up the right? You just slow down there, cowboy.
There's yours, miles on the par 3.
Over on the par 3 that had the highest ball speed. These are the 2 fins. The prediction at the moment is Matt's not going to have 1 ball past my drives.
Get up. Don't hit a tree and go out of bounds.
If it does, I've won, haven't I?
It's in the ditch, that's in play.
That's not in course.
It is, I can drop.
So you've gone out of bounds and a hazard and 100 yards past me, but you're classing this as a win.
Yeah, that's speedy.
That's still shorter than my fin.
No, I can drop and play this, hit it on the green, make par. That's how I play golf.
Launch monitor golf according to coach locking. 68 yards, Matt. Watch this with wedges. So trying to dial in any feelings with wedges. So that is a 58 mile an hour and it's 61 yards it's gone.
Yeah.
So 58 mile an hour I think that was. So can I just keep repeating that number? 55, see how that one's dropped off?
Bit shorter.
And it's shorter. So, and also I can dial in, you know, length of swing, speed of swing, and I could go from 60 yards to 40 yards to 20 yards, 80 yards up, 100 yards.
Yeah.
You could really dial in your wedges, and that's what lots of the guys are doing. That's why you saw DJ doing it for a long time with this machine, just dialing in those wedge numbers.
It was definitely a part of his game that needed work, wasn't
it?
And
this is the best way of working on it.
Yeah.
I'm 61 mile an hour, and that's literally the best one. And so I would be, can I find 61, mile an hour, and then can I find 40 mile an hour, and then equating that to distance.
Yeah.
And then you put your variables on top, wind, different lies, those kind of things. But you can do it with another club as well. So depending on how precise you want to be, I'm not putting towards a target here. I'm just going to send a putt out there. And that putt's gone at 10 mile an hour. Think about that. I'm going to try and remember that length of speed on this speed of green for that number.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paces.
So you can start repeating that when you get on the course.
This is my home course. 8 paces, which is easy to measure as would you like the flag in or out? In? Okay, no problem, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is 7 paces.
Yeah.
So I can use my 8 pace number there and try and get it just to go past the hole at pace. Nice.
I think that's really clever.
And obviously
easy.
It takes time.
Yeah.
And I think when I was competing, you would play different courses each week.
Yeah.
Very different greens.
Speed greens.
I would be able to dial my speed control in so much quicker. Just give me an hour, half an hour on the putting green with that, hitting some different paces, feeling length right. That's my even to the stage where could you do it with your eyes closed? That's my 10 foot.
Yeah.
That's my 5 foot. That's my 20 foot.
Because you hit a 10-foot putt on a new green at a new course that's quicker, and you just see that it's gone 15 paces.
Yeah.
So your 10-foot feel is now 15.
And then I'm going to look at slope. So this one's down. So I'm going to think it's a 10 pace putt, but I'm going to hit it my 7 pace distance, and then up here I'm going to hit my 13 pace distance.
Yeah.
And then they're going to cut the greens tomorrow, so I'm going to come on the putting green and get, at a home course, you're only going to have a few variations of paces. This is a midweek. I mean, they have top dress these, so this
winter's coming.
Yeah, but they have a general pace. So I'm going to try and guess. Let's say 20 paces.
Okay.
But I've got no 20 paces out there, so this is hard.
How quick do you reckon that will be on there?
How quick?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be near 20 mile an hour, isn't it?
20, yeah.
Because 10 was 10.
Yeah. You're going to do well to get 20 in.
So I don't reckon that's 20.
No, that's 15.
So I was 13 mile an hour.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
So it's 12, 13 paces. It's amazing. The speed is a pace at the minute. So 20 paces is my lack of vision of what 20 paces is.
Yeah.
But do you know how I would improve that straight away? It's from my 10 pace.
Yeah.
If I was on a putting green or I was on a course, I would walk my 20 paces and think, okay, 20 paces isn't there. 20 paces is way further than I think it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure I hit this 20 paces. Because if I know 20 paces is much more out into the rough there.
You're whacking
like
it.
20 paces is out there, 20 mile an hour. Did you see that?
Yeah.
30, 20 mile an hour.
Yeah, and that's, I think, just shows why better players are so much better at going to different courses and just putting better again, aren't they? You've got the feel, you understand the pace of your putter, and that's why you're good.
But I could, if I was competing still, 100% that on the putting green is so much more valuable than people give it merit. The only people who gave it merit that it's valuable was the tours, because they've banned it, haven't they?
Oh.
You're not allowed to use technology.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed even on practice days, I think, to use technology, because it was around the green reading books, but that was also then technology's spirit levels, those kind of
Yeah,
things.
it was, yeah, you're right.
I might be wrong with that, and don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure
you are right.
I know you're not allowed green books, and it was around, because that information is gathered by technology.
Yeah.
But for your amateur game, as I understand it, or just training, you know, I'm playing this week, I'm going to get dialed in on a pace. I know these greens are similar to where I'm going. Dial it in, like no guessing. So there's my quad, look.
Yes.
And that's, I do love how small, obviously the display on this is bigger, which is why you see lots of the tour pros are using this one, but like, if I was walking around a course all day like they do, that's what I'm using.
Absolutely.
Because they don't even dot.
No.
You won't see them dotting.
No.
They just want ball.
Well, they're not allowed to have dots on your club when you're in play.
Correct, they're so scared of that.
Yeah, forgetting one.
But the other thing as well, they're just not into the face numbers. They want ball numbers.
Yeah.
They'll do face numbers with their coach.
And you say that this is bigger and stuff, like you're going to have a club on here for club data, aren't you? So it needs to be bigger. But you've got the option of just connecting your iPad and then seeing the numbers massive.
Phone as well.
Phone, yeah.
So we're indoors now.
We are.
So we're going to play Wentworth. This isn't an included course. I think it's an upgraded course, but there is an included course as well. If you want to look at prices and options, there's so many. Just go on their website and do that, because I'm just not going to get them right and they'll change. But let's just show you what you can do indoors. I think you get an idea of what you can do outdoors with it, which is hit lots of ball in play and someone else doesn't. But, Right, play off then. Well, you won the first one. I need to win this one, don't I? Who can make the lowest score on the first here at Wentworth? Oh, that's a rip down. No. I just hit lines.
Really?
I just hit lines.
Oh, you literally are going to hit the line. Oh, you've run out of line.
288.
Good shot, sir.
All right, Matthew, what have you got? What line are you hitting?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Left.
Oh,
Stay there.
It's a toey dips.
Stay there.
Oh, yes. Get in the trees.
Sit.
Get in. Oh, you're going to have to shape that next one.
Yeah, I'm quite good at shaping it that way, though, so it's all good. Keep drawing. Keep drawing.
It's good.
That's it.
Massive.
Oh, no.
Like I said. 207. And that
he's overturned it.
That will reach. That's good. It'll be left side of the green. Oh, it's massive.
Bounce.
Sit.
Bounce.
That's
Bounce.
Good. Good shot. That's a big 7, isn't it? So I'm giving you a little look at the green here, look.
Oh, thanks. Oh, running
so it's
away
giving
from
you
me.
where it's running away into the left. Flyer chance, look, it says bottom right. You see that? Bottom right, flyer chance.
Oh, did it say that on my last one?
I didn't notice, but yeah.
Probably did, and you didn't tell me.
It says it's for an eagle because it's using the members card, but we all know this is a par 4 from the tournament.
I hit that too hard,
yeah.
am I? No. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Won't stop.
Get in there, gimme. Is that a gimme?
Yeah.
Birdie.
It's not a birdie, it's a par.
Do not hit perfect drive and lose, come on. That would be embarrassing.
How? 33 feet? I've got no, I can't even visualise this height. I want yards. What's that in yards?
30?
30 yards? No, it isn't.
10, sorry.
Yeah.
10 yards.
Yeah, 10 yards. It's a little shot.
11 yards. Don't run over. Oh no!
What's going on?
You gotta have a putt.
I don't want a putt.
Don't hit it too hard. He's missed. He's not even in the circle.
Turn it off.
Oh yes.
One
Turn
down.
It off. Lovely.
So it's fun, isn't it? I mean, that's gaming mode. You could do it on your own with your mates or what have you. And you can start looking at the data of your shots as well.
Yeah.
So you can really dial into what your shot's doing and what have you. You've got many more options on the software as well. I'm not so good on this software because I use the other one.
I think you get all three anyway, possibly.
Yeah.
Price,
so if I just exit this game, yes, exit.
Yeah,
so
you exit that as quick as you can.
Get out of there. And then you can come on to, you got games, which is fun. Long drive, won't do that. Closest to pin, might do that on another day. You can do practice.
Yeah.
So you're now going to go to a range. It's quite a fun range on this system. It's in Paris. So there's your range, which you could practice. This is now where you would collect data like you see me do in, you know, like on the videos. You would start from that tee we've just landed at with the club I've hit.
Yep.
Do you see where that landed? So you would start more at that tee and hit it. There's a green underneath the Eiffel Tower. Who would game it? Who would buy it? Who would actually get one of these? I mean, I get it. It's expensive. It's aspirational. It's not for everyone, is it?
No.
But if you start comparing it to what's out there,
and
I don't think there's a comparison, is there?
No. Like it's GC quad.
I'm getting quad numbers. Yeah. I'm getting quad numbers minus a few, but I can extrapolate out of those, and you might not be able to. But quad's a whole nother level of cost.
Yeah.
And this is way out of lots of people's costs, which I get, or you know, not. But if you, I mean,
they do finance.
They do finance, but that's go on their website for all of that. I mean, this isn't for everyone. I get it, but if you're home simming,
yeah. Oh.
Like if I was home simming on any kind of a budget,
yeah.
Like I've worked with people who own sim companies, and often the home sim world was there isn't really a budget.
Yeah.
I just want it like the best speakers, the best thing, and the best projector, and that was their lovely customers. But there were plenty, and certainly golf pros building sims and people who you don't even need a screen. You could just hit into a net, have your iPad set up, and get ball flights and stuff. A sim on a budget, but you want data that's good, because that's the big thing with these machines. You can go cheaper, but the data's just
bit wobbly.
Debatable with it how usable it is.
Yeah.
So there are way cheaper models, and they're great, and they give you a bit of fun, and they're usable. Like, fine. I'm not saying don't get them, they're fine. But if you want the data that, I mean, you're getting industry standard data there.
Yeah, it's trusting it, isn't it? And I trust those things on the floor.
Yeah, 100%. There you go. I'm impressed with that.
I've just ordered one.
You should get one. You need to work out how to start hitting fairways, but that could be perfect for you.